My father was a drug dealer, and that could have been my path too, but I chose differently. I'm just going to start this video by saying this is in no way to bag on either of my parents. I love, respect, and honour both of them. This is just me sharing my story. So here we go. I think I was kind of struggling before I even knew it. I grew up in a unstable home. I have memories of my mum and dad having loud arguments when I was a very young child. I also remember just 3 years old in 1994 was the first time I went to visit my dad in jail. He was in jail for growing cannabis. And then at 5 years old, we were moving house. Dad had an engineering business that built gates and fences, and so he was installing new gates around the pool at the new house before we moved in. And it came time to move in, and he found out that Mum was pregnant with another man and he would not be coming with us. So obviously this shattered my old man, and it left me confused too, because I was expecting Dad to come move in with us. So from then on, me, my brother and my sister would spend the weekends with Dad at his workshop of his engineering business. We would ride bikes, motorbikes, play on the old train tracks, play in the park down the road, catch frogs. There were abandoned buildings next door we would explore. We would hunt pigeons, shooting pigeons. And I really enjoyed these times and have fond memories. But at this time, Dad was spiraling out of control. He had basically given up on his engineering business in favour of growing cannabis. And I also learned later on in life that he, at that time, had started using speed to cope with the heartache and the breakup. I think there was this instability was already starting to affect me as a child, because I really struggled with low confidence. I struggled with friends, and I started to get in trouble at school. So in my 5th year of school, Dad got sent to jail again, and I really struggled to understand this, and I also struggled to adjust at home, not being able to go to my dad's in the weekend and having to spend the weekend at home with my mother and new stepdad, who I was really struggling to get along with. But Dad got out of jail and he went straight back to drug dealing. I didn't know it, but he also got into selling and cooking meth, as well as growing cannabis. I was just happy he was out of jail. We were back to spending weekends with Dad, and he would flash money around. He would blow it like it was nothing. He thought it was hilarious, buying fancy cars, living it up. We were absolutely spoiled. He would buy us anything we wanted, anything we asked for. We were having the time of our lives. But about 4 years later, he was back to jail again. And it hit me the hardest this time, as I was just a young teen. I had gone from doing whatever I wanted in the weekends and having anything I asked for from Dad, to being stuck back at home with Mum and my stepdad and feeling like an inconvenience to them. Mum would hide my letters from Dad, and this made me feel abandoned, and I got mad with my father. I could no longer take the ups and downs, so I had to emotionally detach myself, and I sort of had to forget about my dad while he was away to avoid the pain that it caused me. So if I fast forward to 17 years old, that's when I left school and I started an apprenticeship in boat building, but I still had pain in my heart. I started partying, doing drugs. I would smoke weed, drink, take ecstasy, and I was just out of control, really. I got in trouble with police and I almost got myself killed. I was becoming the exact thing I was trying to escape, and that was my turning point. I made a conscious decision that I would not go down the same path as my father. I used the strength and resilience that I had built up as a young boy facing those challenges to carve out my own path. I had to stop partying, and I focused my time in the weekends on completing my apprenticeship bookwork. This reinforced the mental strength that I learned, and I learned that I could tap into it whenever I needed to achieve the things I wanted in life. It helped me overcome drug addiction and achieve my goals, like becoming a qualified tradesman and being able to earn an honest living without living a life of crime and following in my father's footsteps. The battle to overcome these challenges has really made me who I am today. I've learned that my pain can be used for positivity. Can turn pain to purpose. If you come from struggles, what breaks you can also make you. And I'm here to show you what I've learned and how to break free. If you're ready to turn struggles into strength and build a life of purpose and freedom, come along with me.